God always does the heavy lifting. He asks us to do something that requires trust, and we get to share in the blessing of His good and perfect will. However, God always does the majority, the part we could never admittedly imagine, organize, orchestrate, or design and implement. That is the pattern I've noticed from Eden through Jericho thus far. God told Joshua to instruct the Israelites to march around Jericho in a very specific way over 7 days. The Israelites obeyed, and on the 7th day the walls of Jericho fell. God invites us to join Him in His plans, but it requires a decision on our part. Will we trust Him, do as He states and be blessed? Or will we distrust, think we can do it better our own way and rebel? Either way, God's plan prevails with blessing or discomfort as a consequence of our own trust and obedience or our mistrust, doubt, and fear. In hindsight of God's character and goodness, there were visual reminders put into place to help us trust Him. Songs are written, festivals are celebrated, memorials or altars are built, and stories are shared. The Song of Moses, Passover, and Joshua's 12 stones from the Jordan River are good examples. I hope today's drawing can be a sort of reminder. The transition from Moses to Joshua came with discomfort. Rather than entering the promised land, the Israelites wandered in the desert for 40 years due to a lack of trust in God's commands. Of the 12 scouts sent by Moses to observe the promised land, Joshua and Caleb were the only two willing to trust and obey God's command to overtake the land. All 12 observed the same land and bore evidence that the land was fruitful and full of milk and honey. 2 were confident and expressed their trust in God, but 10 were fearful, and with their influence would incite fear and rebellion against the Lord's command. I drew 12 glasses of water for this morning to illustrate our own potential to see the same thing differently. 2 of these glasses are half full, the other 10 are half empty. Which is which? I hope it can serve as a visual reminder of the decision we get to make every day: trust and obey a God offering love and rescue from sin in a messed up world, or devise our own way of living life.